Lesbian fiasco.
Lesbian fiasco.
Lesbian fiasco.
I'm Nikki.
And I'm Monte.
And this is the Lesbian Fiasco.
Lesbian Fiasco.
Perfect, because this is the Lesbian Fiasco.
Yeah. I don't even really know what this is.
This is season 2 of the Lesbian Fiasco,
a sapphic fiction storytelling podcast.
The two of us read stories we have written, but the other has not read. We email the stories after we begin recording so the other does not have a chance to read ahead.
There are no rehearsals.
If you're enjoying the podcast, please follow, rate, and share.
Enjoy the fiasco and all the unhinged cringe.
All right, let's get on with the show.
This is Lesbian, Part 7. The island road stretches dark and empty ahead as Emily rehashes her and Fran's argument, becoming more infuriated, replaying Fran's voice.
You ran away from all your exes, friends, and problems.
Emily hears this in her head over and over, Fran inadvertently calling her a coward. She can't overcome the twisting feeling in her chest. She slams the brakes, the car skidding to a stop. Breathing hard, she stares at the dashboard, then yanks the wheel, turning back to the lesbian. Damn it, Fran. You don't get the last word. Minutes later, Emily storms into the lobby. The door slams shut behind her. Fran's already there, pacing, her own anger still simmering. Their eyes lock, and the fight reignites instantly.
Well, look at this. I thought you were leaving. Didn't want to see me again?
Don't start with me. I came back to say I don't deserve to be belittled by you. You're no saint, Fran.
Oh, hell no. You came all the way back here to turn the blame on me? Typical narcissistic bullshit.
Narcissistic? You jumped on the new trend. Everyone is a narcissist these days. But let's make it damn clear that if either one of us compares to the title, it's you.
Ha, that's rich. You don't...
It was you who told me I'd never find anyone who would love me like you did. That's probably the worst thing you can say to a person. Am I not worthy of being loved? Or are you so much better than everyone else that no one else could compare?
Wow, pal. The bullshit is really flowing. Emily, you know exactly what I meant when I said that. I actually have a conscience. I had love for you. I tried every way I could to get you to see that if you kept running from everyone, you'd be alone forever. Is that what you want?
I'm done, Fran. Done with this conversation. Done with your sanctimonious crap.
Oh, big surprise. Emily's checking out when it gets real. Run along then.
You're insufferable.
And you're a coward.
The door opens and in steps a stranger from the porch, pulling a small suitcase. Her auburn hair is tangled from the ferry ride, and she grips a crumbled reservation slip. She freezes, caught in the crossfire of Emily and Fran's venom, shifting awkwardly as she considers bolting back outside. What are you staring at?
Nothing. I'm just checking in. Sorry.
Oh, fabulous. An audience. Perfect timing. You're about to witness a real show.
Leave her alone, Fran. She doesn't need your crap, too. Jess steps aside toward the unmanned check-in desk, eyes darting between the ledger and the two women. Emily paces, fist clenched, while Fran leans against a pillar, arms crossed. The printer spits out a sheet of paper, unnoticed, fluttering to the floor. Down the hallway, Nora and Dana linger in Nora's room, cocooned in their own world of wine and laughter, oblivious to the chaos just feet away.
Jessica Harper, just sign in and go.
Jess scribbles her name, grabs a key from the hook, and hurries down the hall, eager to escape the tension. In the lobby, Emily and Fran circle each other like wary animals. The inn walls seem to lean in, its energy swirling, patient and deliberate. Emily stops pacing, her breath hitching. You're right about one thing, Fran. I don't ask for help. Never have.
What?
I don't know how. I push people away because it's easier than facing whatever's broken in me.
And I keep chasing people who won't let me in, clinging to fix things that can't be fixed. Maybe we're both messed up.
The printer's paper lies near Emily's feet. She stoops, picking it up, squinting at the typed words. Ownership transferred. Emily Carter and Fran Ellis, effective immediately. She stares, then thrusts it at Fran. Fran, read this.
Ownership? Us? This has to be a joke.
Emily pulls out her phone, snaps a quick photo of the paper, and fires off a text to Nora. Guess who's running the show now? Me and Fran. Inn's choice. She hits send, her thumb trembling slightly. Down the hall, Nora's phone buzzes on the bed. She glances at it, her eyes widening as she opens the message.
Oh my goodness. Emily just texted me. The inns made her and Fran the new owners.
Wait, what? Just like that?
Yeah. I guess my time's up. This place, it knows when you're done.
Nora sets the phone down, a weight lifting from her shoulders. Her awakening, finding peace in herself, has been complete, and the inn has moved on. Meanwhile, Emily and Fran stand frozen, the paper trembling in Fran's hand. The air hums with the inn's intent, nudging them toward their own reckoning. This place has a twisted sense of humor.
Yeah, well, I guess we're stuck with it together.
I'm sorry, Fran, for back then. I didn't know how to let you in. Didn't want to.
And I'm sorry I kept hammering at you. I should have walked away, saved myself the heartache.
The inn's energy thickens, wrapping around them. Emily rubs her temples, her voice dropping to a whisper. I've been running too, from you, from everyone. Thought if I kept moving, I wouldn't have to look at myself.
And I've been chasing ghosts, trying to prove I'm worth something. Maybe we both needed this damn island to slap us awake.
The words hang between them, heavy and true. Emily's eyes glisten, and Fran lets out a shaky breath. The inn's walls pulse once, a silent affirmation. They've cracked through. Emily to her fear of vulnerability, Fran to her need for validation. The awakenings are messy, imperfect, but real. So, what now? We run this place together?
God, help us. But, yeah, I guess we do.
This is gonna be tough.
You can say that again, pal.
They sink into the lobby's worn sofa. The paper crumbled between them. The fight's gone out of them, replaced by a fragile truce. Down the hall, Nora leans into Dana, her ownership fading as the inn passes its mantle.
I think I'm ready to leave. Let someone else take the reins.
Wherever you go, I'll follow. That is, if you'd like the company.
That would be nice. I finally know what it is to not need someone, but instead cherish how they add joy and richness to my life without completing me, because I am whole on my own.
In her room, Jess unpacks, unaware of the drama she stumbled into or the inn's deeper workings. She's just a guest here for her own quiet escape, not yet touched by the island's magic. In the lobby, Emily and Fran sit in silence, the weight of their new roles settling in. The printer whirs again, printing a coupon to Seaside Sales. Its work is never done. The lesbian stands tall, its sapphic island whispering secrets of healing. Nora's time ends with peace, while Emily and Fran step into their awakenings, bound by the inn's strange will. The night stretches on, the ocean lapping at the shore, and the cycle of seeking, breaking, and mending continues. The end.
This is WLEZ Part 7.
You are listening to 96.3
WLEZ.
Aurora can't get enough.
So sexy.
So lesbian.
Welcome back to your one and only lesbian radio station.
WLEZ.
I'm Cookie Canterbury.
And I'm Bubbles McPherson. Baba for short.
And I'm Casey.
That you are, Casey. Well, folks, after our last broadcast, we have been doing a lot of soul searching.
Soul searching? More like damage control.
Yes! In the respect of full disclosure, we've been getting a lot of hate mail since Casey's little unwarranted expose about Bubba and I.
Casey went hard in the paint on a 1-against-2 battle royale on the b-ball court of life and slam dunked on our asses like a 19-year-old rookie on 2 seasoned vets.
Correct. But Bubba, where did the sports metaphor come from? You're vehemently anti-sports.
Well, maybe I was, but times are changing and people think I'm some sort of arsonist killer now, so I'm just rolling with it. Go sports!
Okay, well, it's almost as if Casey ruined Christmas, like Cousin Eddie did in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
She hooked up her shit hose to the main line and is spewing sewage that is leaking into our garden of a career.
You guys, I'm right here, you know.
We know!
Anyway, we've received a slew of hate mail since our last time on air, and the board here at WLEZ told Cookie and myself that the optics look bad.
Even though we are innocent of any and all charges.
And that in these rough times for the LGBTQ plus community, having rumored murderers as radio hosts would make WLEZ more of a potential target to be shut down by our new fascist state.
I think the listeners should hear what's going on outside of the studio right now.
No, Casey, don't open that window.
Casey, dear, please close the fucking window so we can continue the show. Casey, honey, please.
Okay. Sorry. Just giving the listeners some realness.
Tough crowd. And we get it, sapphic listeners. You think we are potentially trash people because of some close calls and coincidences in our troubled pasts.
We never said we are the squeakiest, cleanest people to have ever lived. The longer you live, if you are alive and human, you are bound to get mixed up in some crazy shit at one point or another.
Makes me think of the current times, Bubba. Like being an American currently and seeing your idea of being in a democratic society change overnight into this fucking mess of what our nation is becoming.
Being American, all of a sudden means you're a complicit in watching the fall of American democracy.
Hey, let's not blame everybody. I mean, sure, a lot of people I know didn't vote because they felt like it didn't even matter this last election. Even Chaperone said, what's the point in endorsing a candidate? Because it's not going to matter anyway. Both sides are bad.
She did receive some flack for that, but then she begrudgingly stated after that she voted for Kamala.
My point is, I don't know what my fucking point is anymore. All I know is that I'm out of a job.
We have had to make some hard decisions. And considering the American political climate, we have come to some realizations and decided we are moving to the UK.
Are you fucking for real?
Yes, we are following the playbook of Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen and getting the fuck out of America. Peace out, bitches.
It was a hard decision to make, but Rosie and Ellen have been trailblazers. And since Trump was reelected, it only made sense for us to follow.
Well, ain't that some rich white cis privilege?
Casey, are you kidding me?
We've literally been talking about fleeing the country since the election.
Yeah, but not everyone can just GTFO. Except for those with privilege already.
It's a lose-win situation, Casey. We lose our jobs here as radio hosts on WLEZ, but we gain some inkling of sanity and decency by moving to a better country so we can live out our existence free from a lot of mental anguish.
You guys literally killed people. Your mental anguish will follow you.
Casey, we were not found guilty of any crimes. Those are slanderous allegations. But I don't have time to go through the court system to sue you. I'm out.
Sit down, Bubba. Shh. Casey, we still love you in spite of everything.
Yeah, Casey. And we had recorded tape of you vandalizing a Tesla dealership. And were we gonna post that? No, because we love you.
And we are proud of you.
First off, why are you guys recording me all the time without my permission? At first, when you recorded my bathroom makeout sesh, I laughed it off. Now you're following me at night and have some phony video of me vandalizing a Tesla dealership?
Should have read the contract, Casey. As an intern, we have the right in your contract to record you. A contract that you signed.
Okay, well, I love that for you. Love that you get to be neighbors with Ellen. And just to let you know, Ellen might have left because of Trump, or she could have left because of the Diddy tapes. Whatever spin you'd like to frame it.
What the?
Casey is a little right, Bubba. Maybe we shouldn't have used Ellen as an example. Ellen was publicly invited by Diddy to his freak-offs. There might be a tape out there of her joining along, and that could have warranted Ellen to flee the country.
But that wouldn't make any sense because now that Trump is in office, none of the freak-off list will even surface because Trump did his own Epstein freak-offs and wouldn't rat out Diddy like that because they are, similar.
For whatever reason Ellen left, let's not talk about her.
Well, if I see her in the pub, I will have to say hi because I would like to meet Portia. I've always found her to be hot. Maybe they're in an open relationship.
Close the window!
Sorry, I just wanted a little bit of fresh air for a second.
We've been gassed out in here before from disgusting farts, and Casey, you never once opened the window.
I kind of, just figured out how to open it.
So, at least Rosie O'Donnell left to go to Ireland for the right reasons.
True. Trump is on a dementia bender in the twilight of his life, and his 20-year bashing of Rosie just might lead to him baselessly sending her to an El Salvadorian prison because he feels like it.
She also has a child who is autistic and does not want them to grow up in the American education system since it is being stripped of rights, protections, and, well, the whole department is gone.
I wish this timeline would stop giving apocalyptic realness.
Who needs drugs when reality is the most mind-altering drug?
I know. Really wish the aliens came through like I thought was going to happen.
Well, once we move, we'll have the time to look into that.
That we will!
What are you guys going to be doing in the UK?
Not sure yet. I've been thinking about exploring the rocky banks by the sea early in the morning at low tide in search of fossils. It will be cold, but finding a beautiful prehistoric relic upon the shore will warm my human heart in deep reflection of existence. Maybe I can sell some of my most prized findings to make a modest living. Random tourists will find my little shop by the sea. Who knows? Maybe a man will stroll into my shop and marvel at the treasures and buy the whole lot. He will exploit my little shop fossils as his own and win science awards for them because, patriarchy. Maybe he will pawn off his sickly wife on me to stay and rehabilitate at the beach while he tours and wins awards. And then secretly, I will develop a steamy relationship with his wife, who was never truly sick. She was just very repressed, and lesbian sex cures her. Then the two of us run away and retire to a cottage in the forest of Northumberland, and we'll knit and drink tea.
Isn't that pretty much the movie Ammonite with Kate Winslet?
Am I right? Never seen it.
But we have been thinking about a podcast, perhaps.
Oh, yes. That's plan B for me. If we do have one, Casey, we love to have you on the show.
Beds.
Oh, Cookie, that's us. Our driver is here.
What? Where are y'all going?
Oh, Casey, we are leaving for now. Fret not, you got this.
Got this?
The show! Casey, you are no longer an intern. You are employed here at
WLEZ
96.3.
Listeners, we have had a great run, but you're in good hands with Casey.
We appreciate all of our listeners, even the ones that wish us dead.
Bubba is just kidding. Everyone has been great. We love you all.
Come on, Cookie! Let's go now!
This is all happening so fast.
Casey, sweet Casey, look at me. You got this, kiddo.
Listeners, keep on trucking, and let's all keep living out our lesbian lives.
Despite the allegations.
Let's go!
Wait, what?
We're out of here.
You're listening to WLEZ Wow, that was a little abrupt. Anyway, welcome, listeners, to the new WLEZ. Still your number one and only lesbian radio station. I'm going to be playing music while I sage the studio, but when we come back from the break, we'll talk about what's in and what's out. Growing out your bush and internalized homophobia? Very out. Holding in your farts? Out. Tribbing? In. Labels? In and out. Whatever makes you feel valid. Transphobia? Always been out. We'll be back with more Toodles.
The end.